Hey, today I'm going to be reviewing the Smartwings smart blinds and going through the process of installation. Come along and I'll show you how. Okay, this bedroom makeover is almost complete. I've had these really cheap Amazon roller shades, which have done the job. They're fine, they're cordless. It's kind of wonky and a little flimsy, but you get what you pay for, I guess. So now I'm going to be upgrading to the Smartwings, and it's a roller shade that is a smart roller shade. And I'm gonna get it unboxed right now. I picked kind of a linen material, so let me see if I can get it open for you. Okay, so I have the blinds themselves right here, and you have to measure your window exactly because they are pre-made custom to the size of your window. So I have the shades right here, and this is actually a little solar panel that you hook onto the outside of your window behind the shades so that you don't ever have to charge the unit. And then it also came with a remote and these wires here to hook up to the solar panel, I'm guessing, and then some batteries, and then the brackets themselves that will hold the entire unit. So I'm going to start unpacking some instructions and see if I can get this figured out. I have to say, one of the things I noticed first was that this was packaged really well. They had these foam pieces around the entire unit itself, and then also around the blind material too, to keep it safe through transit. Everything was packaged really nicely, got all the pieces, nothing was missing, and the whole installation process is actually pretty easy and went pretty quick. So the very first thing that I did was hold it up inside the space of the window to make sure I measured correctly and that it would fit inside this area that I had, and it fit perfectly. So next I went ahead and removed the old brackets that held the other blinds on, and then I held it back up into the top of the inside of the windowsill and marked where I was going to put the brackets. I knew I needed a bracket on either end, so I went ahead and marked those, and then one towards the middle, and I just marked a space where the brackets should fit within. Next, I went ahead and held the bracket up to the window. Next, I went ahead and screwed the bracket directly into the windowsill. Next, I did the same thing on the other side of the window and in the middle. And that was it. And because this is so wide, I needed another pair of hands to lock this into place. These are pretty easy to lock in. You just push on the bracket in the front. It has a little mechanism that with a spring that allows it to push back and then snap in on the back side.
There you go. Push
Forward. There we go. Yours is yours in?
I think so. I think they both are.
No. Just needs to go up. There we go. There. Next, it's time to install the solar panel, and this comes with some double-sided tape already on it, and you just peel those off and stick it to the window where it will be facing out, and on the side of the motor where you can plug it in pretty easily. These are so thin that they still allow the window to open and close without a problem, and they really work well. In fact, it didn't need very long to charge, and I was able to run it. Now I'm going to take off the foam pieces that are holding the fabric on as just a protector, and then I can try to pair it to the remote. So now I've got everything installed, and it's time to pair the blinds with the remote. And according to this, every blind that leaves their factory is put into sleep mode. The motor is put into sleep mode. So the first thing I have to do is push the button until the blinds jog a little bit. That activates them, puts them out of sleep mode, and then I can use the remote and try to pair the two together. This also has different settings, so you can attach it to your Alexa or Google Home, and it will automatically stop at a certain point and open to a certain point after you've set that up. So the first thing I'm gonna do is wake it up and pair the remote. Okay, here it is, and it is connected to the solar panel that I've set up, so it's been charging for a little while. Now I'm gonna go ahead and push this button on the back. There's a little button there. If I can find it with my finger, maybe. And I'm supposed to push it in till the motor jogs. Oh, there we go. Okay, so now it's not in sleep mode anymore, it says. Okay, I've got the remote. When it gets to my desired length, I will then press the stop button. Have it close all the way. Wow, that's really nice and slow. It's really quiet. It doesn't want to go further than that. Okay, so the instructions were pretty clear. You have to hold down the bottom and the stop at the same time till it goes into this pairing mode type deal again. You press down till it gets to your desired length, and then you press the stop and the down for 2 seconds and it locks it in. So now let's see if I did it right. I'm gonna lower it. And you can hear it's not very loud. Sweet. And that's what we wanted. And on the front side, it's got this linen style, which I really like. Love the look of this. And they had a couple different colors to choose from. I love this though. So now I'm gonna install the remote here next to the light switch. So when he comes in, my son, he can lower it or raise it, depending on what he needs for that time. Thank you so much for tuning in. We absolutely love these blinds. There's no cords, no mess. It's a lot more safe if you have little kids in your home. They were super easy to install and they really help the room stay cool when it's full sun. As always, make sure you check me out on Facebook and on Instagram and TikTok. Make sure to subscribe and hit that little bell for more tutorials and reviews in the future. Echo, put the blinds down.